G'day all, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of the Combat Volume 2 from Compass Games, Ross Mortel and a Partridge in a Pear Tree. We're going on with turn 15, the last turn in scenario 14, Defend the CP. And the first card I've drawn for our people was a friendly event, so we're going to do that first. So let's chuck it up here, see what we get. We get a 1. Looks worse than it is. Remove 1 light wound marker from any friendly character. Okay, so he's got no wounds, which means we get to remove the light wound from Lieutenant Fliss, which totally gets rid of my medical aid, because that's totally useless now because we've already bandaged his bad wound. Or do I do that, or do I take a light wound off Sergeant Elias in the melee? What do I do? I don't think it's going to help Elias at all. So we're going to take it off Fliss, because I think Elias is probably going to die. So we've done that. So let's shuffle these up and then get my 2 cards for my initiative. And then we can set up the initiative track and get into this final turn and see how bad it really, really, really is. Okay. So the first card is for the Able Baker Charlie. And we get an order. All friendly characters in C team have +1 weapon skill this turn. The only Charlie we have is our bloke who's sneaking, so it's not going to make any difference. And then we need 1 for the command team. And we are going to be in a bit of a shit fight. Okay, so my lowest is a 50. So we have red first, followed by white, followed by Charlie, followed by blue. My next is a 72 for the command group, then yellow, and then Able. Again, we don't have any Bakers on the board. So there we go. And just to let you know, we've got this blue bloke down here is still hiding, and our 2 yellow fellas over here are still hiding, so there's not going to be happening much over there. In fact, there's not a great deal that's going to be happening at all, probably. So let's just bring it up here, and red is first. So we got a sneaky man here doing nothing. This guy's hiding. And if we go up, again we have a hide, an aimed fire doing nothing, a sneak doing nothing, and we have an evade 3-2. So he's going to go evade 3 up to there, like that. And that is red done, and we go to white. And there's only 2 of them. You got this bloke up here with aim fire doing absolutely nothing. And we have this guy down here with a run and gun 6. So he's just going to run up the bastard and get into here. Okay, Charlie is sneaking, so nothing happening there. Blues, we have a sneak here, sneak down the bottom, a hide on the edge, and a rally in the fields up there. Only other one is the bloke in the middle, who is a rally as well. We go to the command group, and we have Sergeant Elias in melee with a red and a yellow, and we have our aimed fire from Lieutenant Fliss. And then we go to yellow, and we have an aim fire who can't see anything. Right over on the left, we've got that guy who's just been playing silly buggers, and he's going to run and gun 5-6 this time. So, again, not much happening there. He's going to end up doing nothing. He's going to try and run off the board, which isn't going to happen. We've got our two blokes hiding over on the eastern board edge. We've got this guy hiding, this guy hiding, this guy evading 5-6, so he's going to come down this way. And we've got this guy, hiding up here. This guy evading 1, trying to get out of dodge. So he is done. The bloke right up the top is aimed fire, doing nothing. And then we have a sneak here and an evade 5-6, which means this guy here comes over to here. So he's done and he's done. And that should be all the yellows. And that just leaves Abel, who's sitting there dumb and happy, rolling up his bandages that he doesn't need anymore. And we go into Impulse 2, and we have a red. So this guy is going to sneak 2-3. So he's going to sneak up to there. And then we come up this way. We are hiding, aim fire, sneak 6. Why he's coming down this way, I've got no idea. And evade 3-2. So he's going to actually stop there. And he's going to duck back, because he's going off the edge of the board. So 3-2, and he ducks back, and that should be all the reds. And we go to the whites again. There's only the 2, and we have an aimed fire up there, and we have our run and gun 6 here. So he's going to go up. We go to Charlie, who is sneaking. He's going to sneak over to here. Blues, we are rallying. We are sneaking 4. So we're going to sneak up this way. We are sneaking 3, coming up this way. We are hiding, and we are rallying, which leaves the command group now. So this guy, oops, hang on a tick. Hang on. I missed the red over here. See, this is how stupid I am. We haven't got there yet. Okay, so Mr. Red here is a 5 + 2 is 7. being the aggressive bugger he is. And he gets a hit, and it is a light wound. So he's now got 3 light wounds. So he is a 5 minus 3. He's a 0-2. He passes, so he becomes cautious. Okay, so that's red done. We were doing the command team, so we can do this guy first since we're here. So he is again a 5 minus 4 now, so 0-1 for a hit. Alliance. Well, this is the bloke who's the worstest, so nothing. Okay, that's done. So the other command is Lieutenant Fliss over here, who has aimed fire, but he is in here and he has nobody to shoot at. So we go to yellow and we have our aim fire, hiding, evade 5, 6, so he's going to go in direction 6 this time up to Mr. Hyde. We've got our 2 hides over on the eastern board edge. Coming up this way, we have our bloke right over on the edge here who's evading run and gun 5, 6. He's got nothing to shoot at. He went 5, he's going 6. He goes up into the trees and he is basically going to duck back because he's got nowhere else to go. Okay, which leaves Mr. Evade 5, 6 here, so he's now going to go up this way. And Mr. Sneak 5 is going to come down to here, like that. Then we have our Evade 1 going up here, our Aim Fire doing nothing, and our Hide there. Which just leaves our little medic still rolling up his bandages. He's still got no one to spot or anything else. And we go on to Impulse 3 and we go red. Who's sneaking, so nothing happening there. Hang on, I forgot something again. I forgot the yellow guy in melee. Oh, Jesus Christ, O'Brien, get your shit together. Okay, so he is a 5 and Bold is a 6. He gets a 9, so he is low ammo, which doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, so getting back to Reds, he's not doing anything this time. We come up here and we've got Mr. Hyde. I know there's not very much happening, is there? A hide, a sneak, an aim fire, and a duck back up the top, which becomes a hide as well. And that should be all the readies. We go to white, and we have an aimed fire there. And we have our run and gun 6 here. He comes up into here. He's done. Charlie does nothing this time. And we go to blue, who is rallying and sneaking. Oops. And sneaking and hiding. And up here, hiding, rallying, sorry. Let's get that out of the way. That's blue. Command group. Melee does nothing. Aim fire does. Now he can. Okay. So I believe he can see him because it's all on the the outside there. So he is a 6 minus 1 for his bandaged wound, is a 5. Minus 2 for night is a 3. For run and gun in the outside of the Abbey is a minus 2, so he's a 0, 1, 3 bursts. Sorry. He's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it's within range. Okay, 0, 1. We get a miss, a miss, and a miss. Okay, so he is done. Yellows. We have an aim fire, can't see anything. We have 2 hides that are doing nothing. A hide doing nothing. A sneak doing nothing. An evade 5, 6. So he's gone 5 this time, which is down this way. A hide there. Oops. An evade 1. An aim fire. And right over on the left-hand side, we have that duckback who's now a hide. And then we have our sneaky man here. And we have evade 5, 6. So he is going to come back down this way now. Like that. Which leaves the medic who's put his bandages away and now is having a smoke. And we go into 4. And yes, we do have a yellow in melee. Okay, so red first. Let's do the melee before we forget tea. Okay, so we have a 7 again. And he gets a hit. And it's a close call. So we are a 5 minus 4 is a 0, 1. And we fail. So we go down to shaken. Like that. Okay. Reds. Let's come over. We have a sneak 2, 3. So he's going to sneak up this way. We have a hide coming further north. We have a hide, an aim fire with nothing, a sneak 6 coming down, and a hide doing nothing. Whites, an aim fire doing nothing, a run and gun going straight up into there. So he's well into the Abbey now. Charlie sneaks into the rocks and smoke. Into there. Like that. Blue, a sneak 4. Yep. So directly north. The sneak 3 to the northeast. A hide and a rally. And a rally. The command group. Okay, so here he is. Sergeant Elias, who is a 5 minus 5, so a 0 to hit. And he doesn't. So he is done. Lieutenant Fliss has got nobody to shoot at. We go to yellow. And we are a 6 or less. Miss! Wow. I really thought Elias was going to die. He's just had the shit kicked out of him. We've got the Hyde up there. Coming over this way, we have a sneak 5, an evade 6, an aim fire with nothing to shoot at, a hide, a hide, a hide, a hide, an evade 1, an aim fire. That's it for yellow. And Abel, nothing to bandage. And we are done. Okay. That is that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it there. I'm going to clean this mess up. Sorry, there's another sneak there and a hide. They're not going to do anything. I'll clean this mess up, lay out our casualties, and then we can go through and see how many Germans we got against everything else, and then work out the points. So I shan't be long. Rightio, I'm back. So let's go through this. Okay, US and Germans. Okie dokie. So the first thing is each enemy character killed, not an officer or NCO. And these are all the ones we killed here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 9. And 5 is 14. And 3 is 17. Okay, so we have 17. Each enemy NCO killed, and we had 2. So they're worth 2 each, is 4, taking us up to 21. Any officer killed? No. Each enemy prisoner, not officer or NCO, and we captured 1. So he's been captured. Is 3, taking us to 24. Each NCO, and we have 1, is worth 4, taking us to 28. No officers were taken prisoner. Each enemy character who routes off the board, and we had 2 that routed off the board. Is 1 each, so we're up to 30. Friendly character in possession of enemy papers? No. No unwounded enemy character in the Abbey at the end of the game? No, we didn't get that, that's for sure. Lieutenant Fliss killed? No, he survived. Lieutenant Fliss badly wounded? No, because we bandaged his wound. Staff Sergeant Barnes killed? Yes, he was. So Staff Sergeant Barnes was killed. He's gone. So that's down. So that's 3 for the Germans. Sergeant Elias killed? No. Each runner, Pike and Walsh, who exit the left-hand edge of the board, is +3 for each. So that's 6 to us, taking us to 36. Each friendly squad leader character killed. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 16, makes 19 for the Germans. Each friendly squad character alive, but wounded and not bandaged. and there were none, because Elias isn't a squad character. He's the only one. Each enemy character exits the left-hand board edge, and we had the 1. This guy who evaded off the edge is another VP for the Germans, taking them to 20. So we ended up with 36 points for us, 20 for them, which is 16, which I can't believe is a superb victory and a commendation placed in our 201 file. Work that out. Okay, so first things first, we found 2, 4, 5 yellow dummies. And in fact, one of them was one of the ones that I flipped over at the end of the game. 3 white dummies, 3 blue dummies, and 3 red dummies. So 3, 6, 9, 13, 14 dummies, which really helped. Oh, sorry, we have these 2. Dickhead. So we actually had 2, each friendly alive but not bandaged. There's nothing for them being captured. They don't get anything for that. So that's -2. We go down to 14, which is a good victory, 12 to 14. I'm happy with that. Now, how many did we actually... So these guys were basically gone because they were captured. So we put them over with the dead uns. Dead, 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 dead. So the only people that survived for us were was Private O'Connell, our medic from Able, and Private Temple from Charlie. And Elias, Fliss, Walker, and Pike survived. So out of our 15 to start with, we have 3, 6, 12, 17. We ended up with 11. Okay. How many total did we get? Let's pull this up and have a look. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 15 yellows. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4, and 2. So we've got 12 reds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3 is 12 blues. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 whites. So we got 36, 46, 50. Only 50 troops. We did a lot easier than poor old Greg Amos. I think he ended up with a bit 67 or something at one stage, but he didn't find as many dummies as we did, which is really what helped us. So 36, 46, 50 with the dummies takes us up to 64 enemies that we had on the board at any stage, whereas he didn't count his dummies in. So that's that. I know I went off the rails a bit with Barnes and Elias, but it just looked like fun to me, and I enjoyed doing it. I am now going to, once I've put this up, I'm going to be taking a little break because I need to tidy up in here before I start anything new. I'm hoping to start a game of Decision Games Storm of Steel, which is a full World War One campaign. At the same time, I'm going to try and get my head around Vassal and maybe try and set up a campaign for Combat Volume 2 and see how we go. But that's it for the moment. Thanks for coming along for the ride. I hope you've had fun, and yay! Yeah, this is a very difficult sort of scenario, and I really didn't think we'd done as good as we did. But getting those two privates off the board and bandaging up Lieutenant Fliss is basically what saved us, because I think that saved us, 3, 6, 11. That saved us 11, or else it would have been, we take 6 off that, we go down to 8, 6 off that, we go down to 30, and Fliss was 5, they go to 25. It would have been 5 points, 5 VP, which would have been a poor performance. So that's the only two things that saved us, was getting those two off and getting him bandaged, because otherwise, bad juju. So, take care, and I will see you back here maybe in a few days to a week. Take care. Bye-bye.